Hey, what is up guys? I know I've been a little stop and start with content recently and wanted to take a different approach to the game and the content I'm producing for it. After some consideration though, I have a lot in the pipeline and a vision of what I want to do, so make sure you subscribe and stick around for that. I do however have a video talking about all of this, which will be the top link in the description, so if you're interested, go check that out. But without further ado, let's get right into the patch notes and the new Atomic Shop content. First off, we have the changes that the update brought with it. This will also be linked down below for those who'd prefer to read it. The patch now means that each of the systems are on their respective version number. So for Xbox we have 1.0.1.8, PS4 we have 1.0.1.9, PC we have 1.0.1.14. These numbers are sure to increase rapidly as players uncover more issues, which seems to be happening a lot recently. Next up we have general changes, so we have performance. Several issues have been addressed to resolve hitches during gameplay and other performance issues, so just general performance changes and tweaks. Anything that's causing the game to slow down a little bit, they're sorting out. Same here with stability. The Fallout 76 game client and servers have received additional stability improvements, and for Xbox only, they've fixed an issue that could lead to instability on certain menus. Then we have the main cause of these frequent updates, bug fixes. We start off here with art and graphics. Ambient occlusion, placed items no longer leave behind shadow outlines after being picked up. One I personally didn't notice. Camera. The game camera now pans more smoothly when the player enters furniture. Again, something I've not really looked at or done. I don't have much furniture. Graphics. The cover of Tesla Science magazine issue number 9 no longer appears solid red on pickup or when inspected. Now we have enemies. General. Fixed an issue in which some enemies could chase the player further than intended. That definitely feels like something that happened with a Snallygaster I was trying to retrieve my stuff from after it killed me a good few times. Loot. Ghoul and Scorched officers now correctly drop nuke code pieces upon being killed by a player. So I've actually killed a few of these pre-update, and I seem to get, I think it was 2 in one play session, and they were 2 different parts, one for Charlie and one for Bravo sites. So that was fine for me, but maybe I've missed out more I don't know about. Camp, workshops and crafting. Blueprints. Fixed an issue that could cause blueprints to break into smaller parts after logging out and back into Fallout 76. Plans. Paints applied to power armor during the Fallout 76 beta will now appear correctly on the items that were painted, and those paints can now correctly be applied to additional sets of power armor. Repair. Fixed an issue that could cause an item to return to a broken state after being repaired. I've not repaired anything yet, or at least very few things, so that worries me, but I'm glad that has been fixed, because I know how annoying those hunting rifles are when they break. Now, one that means a lot to me. Quests. Bureau of Tourism. The Prickett's Fort token dispenser can now be repaired, and players can no longer walk through it. That means I can finally do that goddamn mission. Thank God. Now on to the last 2 things. We have PvP. Pacifist mode. Players with pacifist mode enabled who engage in PvP by contesting a workshop owned by another player will now correctly deal full damage to the player as long as they remain hostile. Respawn. Choosing the respawn option after dying during PvP combat will now correctly clear any active hostile status towards any other players. Seek Revenge. Cap rewards will now be displayed correctly when choosing the Seek Revenge respawn option after being killed by another player. Seek Revenge again. When targeted by another player who is seeking revenge, the reward amount will now display the correct number of caps that can be earned by killing that player. Now on to our last thing, user interface. Languages. Korean fonts will now be displayed correctly in game menus. Hotkeys. The take photo hotkey can no longer be rebound and is now tied to the spacebar on PC and the A button on controllers. Another hotkeys fix here. Fixed an issue that could cause the take snapshot button in photo mode to display an incorrect hotkey. Social. fixed an issue that could cause players to disappear from each other's social menus if two players each sent a friend invite to one another. Social. Fixed an issue that prevented newly equipped player icons from displaying to other players in the social menu. Now, onto the good stuff. Well, slightly better stuff, at least. The Atomic Shop. There's a few new items, so we'll quickly go through them and just talk about what it is that is new. They mostly appear to be Thanksgiving themed, which definitely shows the planned direction of seasonal and event-based changes to the Atomic Shop. I do, however, have another video talking about something related to one of today's Atomic editions, so make sure you stick around for that. Anyway, let's switch over to the Xbox now and the Atomic Store and see what's new. Okay guys, so as you can see we're on the Xbox now and in the new Atomic Shop. So as you can see there's a Thanksgiving icon there with Vault Boy in a new power armor suit, which is what my next video is going to be covering. So like I said, make sure you stay tuned for that. But anyway, let's have a quick look and see if there is any updates. So we can just toggle that, nothing new there. But as you can see there is Let's Cook, which of course is a new emote option, which you can unlock for 300, which I'm just shy of, as I did buy a few things for my camp. Then there's some icons, so we have Tom Turkey here, Pilgrim Girl, Pilgrim Boy, and just quickly, I've been playing Fallout Shelter again, and all I seem to be getting is Pilgrim outfits, so that might be to do with Thanksgiving, I'm not too sure though. We also have the Sugar Bombs paint, which goes very nicely with the next thing, but I'll show you that in a second. Give your Pip-Boy a Sugar Rush with this branded Sugar Bombs paint. And you can craft that armor workbenches for a measly 600. So next up we have American Patriot paints for 1,800 credits, which is absolutely mental. Show Appalachia that democracy will never be defeated by sporting this American Patriot power armor paint set. Try saying that when you're drunk. Includes a unique paint for each of the T45, T51, T60 and XO1 power armors. Again, craftable at power armor stations. Then we have the Croquet Mallet skin. This Croquet Mallet skin for the Sledgehammer will give your weapon a unique look while still maintaining all mod effects. So skin is craftable at weapon workbenches for 600 atoms. So that actually changes the appearance of the Sledgehammer. But like it says, you still get all the mod effects, but it will overhaul the actual appearance of it, which is pretty cool there. So we have nothing else in that, so if we just go back off this. In apparel, there is a few new additions, so I'll just flick through all of them. I believe this is new. I'm not 100% sure if it came with the update. And then there's also Cappy shirt and jeans. Your parents never took you to Nuka World, but your friends don't have to know that. So you can get that, which is pretty cool. Then, of course, the sniper outfit. Once a starlet, always a sniper. Which is pretty cool, because I've actually made a sniper rifle, which is pretty overpowered. Then we have Duster, in case you want to dress like Preston Garver. Which is actually pretty cool. I'm not sure if the rest are new. I know, for example, like the skiing one and the rocket suit aren't. So if you guys know, make sure you drop it in the comments and just let me know. And of course, if they add more, I can just keep an eye on it that way. Then we head over to camp, and we've got a brand new race car bed. Turbocharge your dreams with this sleek and stylish race car bed. With a question mark. So, is that a question or just a mistake? Who knows? But anyway, there you can see it. It's actually pretty cool, to be fair. I mean, 700 is a little bit steep, but what isn't a little bit steep? Then we have Hornet's Nest and Dark Harley Quinn, which I don't believe were in the previous one, as I believe it was this male character with these three. So, of course, new hairstyle here. Take your hair to new heights with the Hornet's Nest hairstyle. So, you know, if you're a fan of the Honey Beast, that might be a good idea. Or Dark Harley Quinn, which is nothing to joke about. I don't personally use the face paints or the tattoos. And I also believe one of these tattoos was added, but don't quote me on that. Photo mode, I don't believe any of these were added. Maybe Victory Squared was actually, I'm not too sure. And again, same with the frames. But these aren't really something I use, as I've got the Tricentennial one. Then emotes. So if we go back to the top, we've got the Let's Cook one there. And then, of course, there's all of these ones. So I believe taking a picture. Oh, no, I already have that, so it must not be that. But I'm not too sure which of these is new, as they're not included. And then, of course, there's a few new icons. But again, I'm not entirely sure which are new. So you guys will definitely have to let me know that down below if you know. But I personally haven't used any of these. They just don't really interest me too much. Like, whatever icon people see, they see. That's fine. Doesn't really bother me. But there is definitely a lot more than there was at launch. But whether they came out in the last update or this one, I'm not too sure. Anyway guys, that is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and peace.